Hey Sagittarius, this is Tara, and welcome to your mid-September through mid-October Psychic Tarot forecast. Thank you, as always, for joining me. And I'm going to pull two cards for the last 2 weeks of September, two cards for the first 2 weeks of October. And as they have been this month, they're wanting to talk. I feel like part of it is, there's something about this card I wanted to turn over. I don't know what that is. My feeling is part of it that we're now direct with Mercury and Mars, and that's so very helpful to us. I don't think everyone has experienced the Jubilee from that as I'm talking with clients, but I have heard people say, I'm starting to feel more positive and like I can, move things in a direction that I want to. So hopefully that's for you too, Sagittarius. And remember, this is for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and or Rising. So watch your rising and moon signs always. All right, let's see what's up for the last 2 weeks of, oh my. Did you like my comment there? All right, I love it. So we have the Nine of Cups and we have the Fool card. You have some sort of wish coming true, Sagittarius, that makes your heart so very happy. And I am happy to be able to say this. One other sign had this card. It may have been Taurus. Anyway, it's wish fulfillment, something you've been wanting to happen that really makes you happy, joyful. Wishes coming true. And it's interesting how it's the first card. So for some of you, you're going to feel this energy soon. For others of you, it may unfold in the next couple of months. But it is the first card, and I love that it's beside the Fool card, because when we think about happy, playful, unrestricted freedom, we think of the Fool. He's like going on his merry way and just, not too many cares in the world. So possibly, this could represent a child, but it could also represent, that whatever this joyful feeling is making you feel like a child again, or playful again. Letting you have some freedom that you haven't experienced, and that may be physical freedom. It could be mental freedom as well, meaning limiting beliefs or belief that something's not going to happen. It actually can happen now with this Fool card. I love the colors in these, right? The yellow is very optimistic, and then we have some blues, yellow and blue complementary colors. All right, let's see how October looks. Well, we have all of the cards here except for the Pentacles. Well, October is an interesting month starting off for you. We have the Ten of Swords. And then coming out of that, which is a perfect scenario, quite honestly, is the Eight of Rods. So let me explain. So the Sword cards are about our thinking, or it can be actual activity, but it's like, I feel like I've had it with a negative situation. This guy's, of course, lying down. All these swords are in his back. He's been burdened by something enormously burdened. Let me put it that way. It may be his mental thinking, but it could be actual events. And now he's ready to move on. It's like the 10 is the final card. Done there, been that. The Ace of Swords would come up next, which would be new ideas, new thinking. So for some readers, this is actually a positive card because it indicates that you're at the end of this burden, this negative situation. And out of that comes the Eight of Wands, which I love. The Eight of Wands is news that you will hear possibly quickly about a new job, some opportunity that you might see in your inbox, your email. It may be text, you may be talking to someone, but it's rather swiftly, And it could indicate a move, a physical move. It could be that you're sent a letter. I don't know. It's some good news, though it's good news. And it's coming out of this. So there's some sort of ending here that enables you to find happiness, or happiness comes to you. Let me put it that way. If you're ready to end this, and it looks like you are according to the cards, then things can move rather swiftly for you. Let's see what the energies between the months have to say. We have this Four of Cups. Poor guy. You know, he's come up again for another, at least one other reading. And you are my 11th. 11 is a master number. So, you know, he's like, or she, it could, I mean, this doesn't represent a man or woman. It's like, you know, I have some fulfillment. I do, and the universe is wanting to give me more, but I don't know. I'm not feeling creative. I'm not feeling joyful. My cup doesn't runneth over. And so, you know, it could be that you need to find this childlike happiness, not childish, but childlike, and let things come to an end so that you can move forward, because then you can receive the blessings that you so deserve, Sagittarius. Okay, let's look in the crystal. See what's up for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Interesting. Well, I'm getting two visuals out of this particular land. This is either, it could be either. For some of you, it will be Africa. Whether you're planning on going to Africa, or you actually live there right now, or you have an affinity for wanting to go there and visit. The other was, and now that I turn towards the camera, I don't see it. Okay, so the other that it looked like was Texas. So, you know, maybe you live in Texas, or you've thought about moving to one of the cities in Texas, and it could be on your mind, or you have a friend or relative, or it means something to you. Maybe you're visiting. Wow, but I'm seeing, okay, I'm seeing a continent again. So, yeah, that feels like at least Africa. And if you resonate with Texas, then there you go. All right, let's see what else, Sagittarius. I'm so happy this Fool card showed up for you all, because you all are playful. And this is like your playful self wanting to come out, and there's wishes coming true around that. So maybe you're going to speak or write or publish, or I don't know. It's just something fun. Okay, let's see what else is in the crystal. I can't make that out. I can't. Well, honestly, I'll tell you what this visual is. What it might represent would be any of you all that, I feel like your fire sign self. Okay, so what I'm getting is any of you all that are interested in spirits, any of you all that live in a house that you feel like may be spirit presence, any of you all that have seen a spirit, or you know, a ghost, you know, but I'm not feeling in a bad way. I'm just feeling that there's that around a few of you, or some of you. So leave in the comments below. You might be into channeling. You might be, this came up for one other sign as well. You might be into mediumship. That would make sense in this particular scenario. Speaking people that passed on, whether you're doing it yourself. But you know, there might be some guidance in that. Interesting too. In this particular, what I'm seeing is like a cemetery, and there's a coyote or a dog in this particular scenario. So think about how that may or may not interlock for you. Okay, that was interesting for sure. Let's see what else. Y'all are always fun, Sagittarius. Well, on one side of the ball, I'm seeing like a clear color, and then on the other I'm seeing a very like silvery blue. Okay, so this could indicate your chakras, meaning that you're going between your clairvoyancy and your crown. It might be that silvery blue means something to you. I'm trying to think what it would mean for me. There's a certain calmness about it, but there's a certain very deep spiritualness about it as well. Think about what silvery blue, it's hard for me to say, I don't know why, it means to you. A very pretty blue with silver pigments in it. Okay, pigments in it. All right. Okay, Sagittarius. I hope this reading was of benefit to you. I think you have some really positive aspects coming up. I mean, this Nine of Cups, the Fool, endings to a bad situation, and hearing some good news. This is just like, yeah, you need to get off your duff, and things are going to happen for you. And I know you all will. But again, publishing rights, that particular two words came into my mind. So some of you, publishing, speaking, teaching, training, art, I don't know, but it's something about that for some of you. Okay, Sagittarius, if you'd like your own personal private reading and don't feel limited to the industries I just named, because I feel like someone's going to say, no, that's not me, so this doesn't resonate with me, be open. So if you like your own personal private reading with your own personal private questions, you can look in the Show More section below. There's the link to my order page. If you would like a video reading, then email me, and my email is below, and your questions, you can either do a 15 or 30 minute, or I'll do a 15 or 30 minute video, and I'll pull cards to the questions you email me, use my intuition, all that fun stuff. So it's all of the readings are of course personal for your particular questions. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for liking, and please leave any comments that you feel resonate with this particular reading. I hope you all have a joyous month to month. I send you the best. Look forward to talking to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.